entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Northwestern's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try to run for it. Still on his feet at the 45. All out of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that. Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, turning it on.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure with every win. That makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Frazier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on.
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. Northwestern snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Looking for space, it's Frazier. Got enough for the first. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes! Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Northwestern offense returns to the field.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Northwestern right back to the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Northwestern.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Fires to the big fella. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Wildcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll take it himself. Creates a little room.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They are still looking to put a dent in the scoreboard. It is third and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal player who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Rides to back and leaves it. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on, and his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick strike complete.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Using his legs, it's Castellanos. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the back.
Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man, it's Frazier. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires downfield. Big man has it, it's a 1st down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. It's complete to the left. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On 4th down, going to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The give and tick, 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 tick. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Go straight ahead. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to run it in. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Give to the back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game is going.
The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Come on, set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Fitted in the window for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to NC State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The screen, he can go! And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Backed up now, here's second and long. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. On the move at the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to the air on third and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.